Hello there. And we are back with another episode of Nothing But Facts. Season 3, episode 18.
Whoopty.
I'm Chloe Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers,
Yep.
son of Aaron Rogers. And I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world, Mr. Trill Bill.
Yeah, man. Just here. Back at Crack Addicts.
This was what this time last year, this is where we were at? This was the spot right here.
Yeah, we were out here.
Quarantine, coronavirus, weekly update?
Yeah, it was a sick time.
Bro, remember all those
time.
topics we had to make up? How many fantasy drafts we did?
We once did where's the best French fries at?
Best French fries, best cereal. Yo, we were
I
like,
still think Checkers got the best French fries.
yeah, Checkers, yeah,
I don't know, man.
for sure. But
Checkers
let's
got
not
the
get
best
into
French
that. But
fries.
yeah, that's just crazy. What we got today?
All right. So first and foremost, if you're tuning in, we appreciate you. It's good to have you here. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media. That's NBF_podcast on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. But let's kick it off with a little facts or crack. Playoffs are officially here, right? As of I think today. I think
season ends today.
I was going to say, I think we just watched like quite a few of the last games.
Yeah, they still got.
With that being said, we got a couple of questions because everybody has their predictions and what they want to see happen. So facts or crack, the Knicks and Heat are the most underrated teams in the East.
Hey, first of all, can you clap it up for the New York Knicks really quick, please?
They finished with a better record than the Miami Heat.
Hey, Vegas had them at 20 wins. Every outlet had them at 20 wins.
They doubled it.
4th seed, Julius
They
Randle,
literally
24,
doubled it.
10, and 6. RJ Barrett, stop hating. RJ Barrett can't shoot 40% from 3. I think it was like 125 out of 305, some shit like that. Yeah, the Knicks are back, man. But what was it? Most underrated teams for sure, because defense wins championships at the end of the day. And then defense is, I think, the article I wrote in like the 15 major categories. I think they're top 10 in about like 8 of them, and number 1 in 3 of them. I know it's opponent 3. I think defensive rating overall, and I think opponent field goals attempted or made. But yeah, and then Miami, you saw what Miami did last year. You know what they're capable of. Jimmy Butler is a superstar. Let's keep it real. He's one of the 5 most valuable players in the league. So yeah, for sure. They're both the underrated teams in the East.
I just look at the Knicks and I'm like,
Nick
damn, it's scary. But at the same time, this is great for the fucking NBA, bro. Like, I feel like we're back in the 80s or the 90s. It's like the Knicks are good.
The Hawks.
The Hawks are in the playoffs.
Hawks haven't been good in like the past,
The
like,
Jazz and the Suns are in the playoffs.
not only in the playoffs, the Jazz and the Suns are 1 and 2.
So
I
it's
think
like,
it's 1990s.
bruh, I don't even know what's going on anymore, but it's great for basketball. I'm happy for the Knicks. And with the Heat, bruh, Kendrick Nunn hooping, Tyler doing Tyler things.
Yeah, but we remember Kendrick Nunn fell off when the playoffs happened.
Hey, my man caught Rona last year.
Yeah,
That's
and then
why,
they just
bruh.
didn't play him.
Hey,
just like,
Rona is scary.
Tyler, the bubble Tyler went crazy, and they were
You
just
feel
like,
me?
yeah,
Tyler stepped up.
yeah,
we
Kendrick, you just get it out.
getting back to ourselves, traveling and stuff. You feel me? Living live. So they finna get back to hooping. It's just that simple. 6 seed don't matter.
So
Milwaukee?
okay, so yeah. So you're playing Milwaukee with the Heat, so you're not scared at all. There's no fear in your. It doesn't matter that it was last year because now they got Drew Holiday, and you know who Drew Holiday is. I'm not saying he's some top 10, top 15 player, but it's like you're not worried at all with Giannis what he's doing today. I mean, this year.
Nah, because Bam got better. Tyler got better. Kendrick got better. I got Precious now. My team got better. I got Dwayne Dedman now. I got Trevor Ariza now.
I'll see it going 7 for sure.
Trevor Ariza been a big key factor.
Exactly. So I'm just like, and you know who
And
we
I don't
still
think.
bro, Andre Iguodala's still on the Heat team.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Exactly.
And I think the odds are gonna still be good. Like, I don't think Miami's gonna be that big of an underdog.
Bro, we coming for head tops. We ain't scared of nobody. Like Big Perk said.
I think you guys got. I saw a tweet. If you want to get to the finals, you're playing Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and then if Philly gets there, you're playing Philly. Get to the finals, you deserve it, and it's all bets off. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami walks away with it if that were to happen.
You know, we bought that action, boss.
Well, let's keep talking about that action in the East. Facts or crack, Giannis will finally make the finals.
This year, or was that in general?
I
I've got
mean,
this year.
yeah, let's talk about it.
this
We're
year,
going to talk
like-
about this year. I mean, obviously, if we were talking about in general, it would be more.
I mean, I think Trill's answer is obviously it's cracked
It's
since
crack, bro.
Miami's gonna beat them in the first round. But yeah,
Even
me
if
too.
it's not us, bro.
Yeah, I don't see Milwaukee getting out. Like, even if they play Brooklyn, I know Brooklyn's best defender is James Harden, and that's pretty bad to say, but they don't got the offensive firepower to go up against them. And I still like Philadelphia against them because I was just like Embiid, and then you put Embiid is that much of a deal. I think playoff time he'll come through and show up. Yeah, I don't see Milwaukee getting through. And it's not like they're a bad team or anything. It's just, they just don't got it yet. It's not their time. Can't get mad at that. Giannis might request a trade though. You hear it here though. Hey, I don't know. Oh no.
He gone. That's what I do know.
It wouldn't be this after signing that. There's no way he's gone.
He gone.
He gonna hold up for like 2 more years.
He gonna look at them people and be like, bro, I can go make this money back in endorsements, bro. It don't mean that much to me. I just go sign a Nike.
I give it like after this season, if they don't make it, give it 2 more years, and then just like, bro, just go somewhere. You're gonna be like in your 9th season by then. Just go for it. It's okay.
Shit, don't wait that long, bro.
It's true.
Let's talk about the team at the 1 seed, somewhat at least. But will the East run through Brooklyn even with Philly at number 1?
Yeah, I got facts on that. Big facts. Because with Philly being the number 1 seed, I still fear Brooklyn the most. Like, that shit's different. Like,
well, also just to throw this out there, Brooklyn is going to play any of the teams in the play-in. So that would either be, I think it's the Celtics.
They're gonna play Washington, and it's gonna be Russ against KD and against Harden. That's gonna be
and Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal in the playoffs. Don't sleep on him. That's a Florida Gator.
He's gonna be like, I gotta do it all, bro. I gotta die on this court to give us a shot.
And Washington does not have a bad team
at all. I mean, with the way that people have been
going
coming
crazy,
on,
Bertans is obviously the sniper.
Then he didn't have the year I expected, but shit.
Man, it's like he's supposed to be the playmaker, and you got Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. He really can't do that.
He's
much.
like,
he can't do what he was doing overseas.
They're not giving me the ball.
He's like, I can't do it.
They're not letting me make decisions.
Good. He was gonna stop Russell's triple double. Come on now, man.
They'll get him deported, bro. Like what? That shit is no joke. But yeah, East runs through Brooklyn.
But you're not worried about Brooklyn? I feel like each series is going to be like, I think the first round, they'll run through it like in 5 games, but they're all going to be competitive until they pull away with that firepower. But once they get to the semis and the conference finals,
I'm worried about Brooklyn for 2
reasons.
That
defense is...
One, if one of the big 3 goes down, injury, it could be a rolled ankle, it could be something major, minor, it don't really fucking matter. If someone goes down, yes, a rap, big dog.
I'm keeping it real. God forbid it happens, but if James Harden's on the court, I give him a chance to get to the finals. And just pick one of the other 2.
James Harden will be sitting out today.
Pick one of the other 2 to go and team up with James Harden, and I think Brooklyn can make it. Like, he's the most important player on that team. Sorry, KD.
Yeah, I think because he's the playmaker ultimately.
I mean, you saw them. I think they're like 9-10 or something like that with Harden, without Harden. And with Harden, they're like 10 games above 500 or something like that.
It's ridiculous. It's like 28-7. It's something ridiculous.
Bro, it's James Harden. People disrespect him like that because he disrespect players that don't have a ring. But it's like, bro, this man is greatness. Literally greatness.
All right. So next up on the playoff topics for Facts or Crack, will the Nuggets make the second round? Facts or Crack? Let's start off with Trill.
Yeah. And I got facts on that just because Michael Porter Jr. He's what
seed are they?
The 3rd seed right now.
And they're going to be matched up with Portland.
Oh, yeah.
I think they get the job done.
Yeah.
That backcourt is going to be difficult to handle. You know, Melo's going to have his moments, Norman Powell, all that shit. But Nurk can't hold Jokic jockstrap. There's a reason why they
were on the
him.
Same team on the point.
And at the same time, bruh, who gonna stop that? Who is guarding MPJ? 35-year-old Melo, 36-year-old Melo?
Yeah, don't disrespect Melo. No Melo slander. I understand, but no Melo.
I'm like, Melo's a defender now? Exactly.
Hey,
so it's
know,
like,
man. You never know. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen.
Melo's I gotta die.
I think it's facts. They'll get to the second round, but I feel like that series is gonna be competitive. Because, like you said, Jamal Murray. Who's taking game?
Oh no, you giving it to God with Gary Harris,
and then CJ.
You giving it to God.
Oh my
Gary
God,
Harris.
I forgot. No. This
And
series might be a lot closer because you forgetting they got Norman Powell too, who's the walking literally, bro. This team, yeah, this is gonna be a good series. I still got Denver though, because Jokic MVP, no one's stopping him. Michael Porter
Jr.
Go
30, 10, and 10 every night.
Doesn't matter if his defense is not there. it's nowhere to be found. But his offense is on 1,000.
Bro, he's sick. He's a light skinned KD almost.
Pretty
Like,
much.
shit crazy.
Currently sitting at the 9 seed in the East. Will the Pacers make the playoffs, especially with Karis LeVert balling out?
Who are they playing?
They're gonna have to match up with the Hornets.
Oh, they're playing Charlotte.
if I'm
After that,
correct.
if they win, they're gonna play.
I don't even have them beat Charlotte. Honestly, I think that Charlotte team, they're very similar to the Golden State Warriors. They don't have as much firepower, but that's not a team I want to play in a 1-game series.
Do you think Charlotte's the AC?
Yeah, I definitely do.
LaMelo rookie card. Let's go.
I definitely do.
I'm telling you, what if LaMelo then gives trouble to the 76ers?
He gonna come at Ben Simmons' head and
We
be
gonna
like,
see
"Bro,
that's gonna be a nice matchup."
he's gonna be like, bro, I
'Cause
could shoot.
You know Ben's.
I could shoot.
You know
Stop
Ben's
playing
gonna
with
stick
me.
LaMelo.
Come
Yeah,
get
I
your
just
ass aired out, boy. Come on."
Is everyone healthy in Indiana? Like Sabonis and all them?
Yeah, I believe they
Sabonis
have
be doing
everybody.
ridiculous shit. He had a game.
I want to. I want to see
20.
LaMelo and them move on, but I wouldn't be surprised
I
if
think
the
the
Pacers
only
win
person they don't have is TJ Warren.
Oh yeah, he's been out since like week 1.
Bro, his foot
But,
exploded.
Oh, so you like Charlotte beating Boston?
Yeah.
Damn, that's Boston.
Boston
Boston
doesn't have Tate,
underachieved
or not
like
Tatum.
crazy.
They don't have Jalen.
I know,
Brown.
but they just lost them. Like they underachieved like crazy this year. They
Yeah,
traded for Fournier instead of going for a center that they've needed for the past like
Bro, they coulda
shit.
got-
I don't know when since Kevin Garnett was there. That's how long they needed a center. Al
Literally,
Horford wasn't it?
They called
Tank.
the same team, just
They
got the
tank?
wrong
They
player.
should tank.
Tank?
They should tank and just get somebody in the draft at this
Nah,
point.
they're vibing. They just need a bro. They could have easily traded for something. They could have traded for
called
Andre
the
Drummond.
correct team, but got the wrong player. They were like, "Let me get."
Oh yeah, I've
Fournier.
been said that. They get Vucevic. They might.
They're
might be-
4 seed.
Even if they would have gotten Aaron Gordon, honestly,
Yeah, they
I
just,
thought about it, but I'm like,
he's
Nah, they need a
better
big
than
man.
Fournier. I mean,
because
he adds
that
defense,
That
I'll
guy
give you that.
Fournier is just literally a walking bucket, and it's like
he is, but
You
that's
can't
not
have
what
the
they
ball.
needed.
Yeah, I know,
They have
that's why
plenty
I'm
of
saying.
walking buckets. You can only have so many.
You need to
walking
duplicate
buckets.
Marcus Smart or fucking make him 7 feet.
not even like 6'8", 6'9". He'd be probably the best defender in the league.
First round action. Facts or crack. There will be no sweeps in the first round. Close started off.
What's the matchups? What's the matchups real quick?
If you go to NBA.com and go to the standings, they will show you the first round matchups perfectly.
Read them off to me, because I personally think there won't be any sweeps. Thinking about it right now.
All right, here we are.
There
So
it is.
So in the first round right now, playing aside, I guess, but ultimately Utah will play the 8 seed. That's to be determined. The Clippers will play Dallas, which that's great. Honestly, didn't they play each other in the first round last year too?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see what Luka got this time.
KP just doesn't have to get thrown out, and they probably fucking win last year.
You have Denver versus Portland, which we just spoke about, and then Phoenix will play the 7 seed, which is seeming to be either like Golden State or the Lakers. And then in the East, you have Philadelphia plays the 8th seed to be determined. The Knicks play Atlanta. Milwaukee plays Miami. And then Brooklyn will play the to be determined 7 seed.
Yeah, I don't think there's any sweeps. Even though we beat Atlanta 3-0 this year, and I think Trey was like 24 points a game and like 27% from 3. Julius Randle in the 3 games versus Atlanta did like 37 and 15. I don't think it's going to be a sweep, though. These are 2 teams that have not been in the playoffs in a long time.
Only possible sweep
I just don't see it.
would be Philly versus Charlotte, honestly.
That you don't think LaMelo just go crazy one day? Like,
I mean, that's what it would have
Gino
to take.
Heights crazy.
Because my thing is, who the fuck is guarding Embiid?
Yeah, I know. It's God.
Exactly. I'm like,
Just
bro,
pray.
I don't even know who you have on
You have to
as
pray.
a big man. So it's like,
Isn't one of the
Bismack Biyombo.
and one of the Zeller boys is over there? Yeah, it's GG's in the chat.
Bismack Biyombo got a channel
It's the
5
Zeller
years.
one that has the receding hairline too. That's
Jesus.
Oh yeah, that's GG's.
I think it's Cody Zeller.
Oh yeah. There's too many Zellers and Plumleys out there. They just
Shit,
they get
terrible.
born and they're like, you going to the league? You going to Duke?
But
North
yeah,
Carolina.
that's the only possible sweep. But most likely, nah, we don't have any sweeps in the first round. These are all great fucking matchups.
Yeah, to be honest, I would say the Philly versus Charlotte or Boston maybe might be a 5-game series, but every other series I see it could go to 6 or more for sure.
It's a fact. It's a fact, Jack.
All right. So next facts are crack. a top 2 seed will fall in the first round.
Yeah, we already spoke about this last week.
I've been preaching this, and I will die on this fucking hill. The Jazz and the Suns are going down in the first round.
That's just it's gonna suck, dog.
I don't care what you got to say about it, how you feel about it.
If it's the Lakers and the Warriors as those 2 bottom seeds.
Oh yeah, if some wacky stuff
Yeah, if something
happens, and like
happens-
you get the Grizzlies and who's the
The
10th
Spurs,
seed?
the Spurs?
Exactly.
No, the Spurs are out after that. Yeah, whoever loses out of that game is out. So yeah, so the Warriors or the Lakers, at least one of them will be in there. But most definitely, it's probably gonna be both of them. Chris Paul, I'm sorry, historic season, one of the most valuable players in the league, but you might go home in the first round. It's not your fault. You just have to go up against the second best point guard in history, or
Your best friend.
arguably one of the best players to ever walk the face of earth.
That's
and
your
then
first round
Utah,
matchup.
you gotta do the same thing. And is Donovan Mitchell is he even coming back?
Bro, his ankle, he rolled that shit. He was like, yeah.
The regular season worked with Ingles and Bogdanovich, but it's not gonna work if you have to go against Curry or LeBron.
Because they're just going to be like a Wiggins.
Gobert's gonna look like, bro, there's Drummond and Anthony Davis, and Montrez, I can't do this. I need more money.
Rudy Gobert going to have to play real defense come playoff time. That's going to be hilarious.
The second round and beat the Clippers.
To me, this is a hard one.
I want to go with my heart, but my head is like, I think we all know the answer.
I got, honestly, just because
I don't think he's going to let the Clippers slide again.
If that happens,
that team
he's
last
the
year,
reason that team just blows up. Legend.
My whole thing is, like we know, KP went out and they still took it to 6. So it's like KP's healthy this time. They actually have Josh Richardson to defend somebody. They might actually have a shot. And there's no Montrez to try to bully people and shit, try to kill people.
36-year-old Serge Ibaka.
I'm like, and bro hasn't played since Christmas.
I was gonna say who hasn't played.
Zubac.
I don't think most of the season.
I think he missed like 40 games.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, look, bro, it's gonna be Kawhi and PG versus some foreign.
Hey,
dude.
let's remember who playoff P, pandemic P.
Yeah, will he make a return?
Because if he folds, then yeah, for sure. And Kristaps
Kawhi
just
gonna
stay
be
healthy.
like, get me the fuck out of here,
yeah,
bro.
But I just
he just gonna walk. Kawhi just gonna walk.
Yeah.
That's
There's
it.
I just can't see it. That's why I have the Clippers advancing, because it's like I really do think if they lose in this first round, Kawhi is gone, or he's telling them, "Yo, Paul George, get him out of here." Like he's gonna revamp that whole team, or he's just gonna go to San Francisco or Oakland, wherever they're at.
He's just gonna be like, bro.
He's going somewhere. He might go back to Toronto or Tampa, wherever they're playing right now, or they're gonna play in the future.
Nah, I think honestly he would have him and Giannis have 2 destinations. As crazy as it sounds, it's Miami and Golden State. And what the
Kawhi
Knicks
goes
may
to
even be.
Kawhi goes to Miami. That's the finals. I wouldn't to be. That's look. The perfect fits for Kawhi is your team and my team. Strictly defense. It's like that.
If Kawhi goes
It's
to
like
the
that
Knicks,
me.
they're a
It's like that
force.
me.
Exactly.
It's
I'm
like
like,
that
that's a
me.
fucking
Like
vibe.
bro,
If Kawhi goes to the Knicks really might go to the championship.
Julius
next year.
and Art.
Like if
yeah.
they don't have to, if they
Robinson?
could just sign him because they do have the
Mitchell
cap
Robinson's
space.
injury, he's 270 pounds though.
Like
He has
if
to chill.
they could just straight up sign Kawhi, which they have the cap space to
I
do
think
that.
he's
would
an
be nice.
unrestricted free agent, or was it a player option? Or
He has a player option this year. That's why
Bro,
it
if
really
they
depends
lose,
on what happens in this
why?
first round.
Why not New York?
I'd bang it, bro.
If he was willing to go to Toronto, which had a big spotlight on it at the time that he went, he may as well go.
Knowing
to New
him,
York.
he gonna look at New York. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna be the best team in New York." I'm gonna look at Durant and be like, "Ha ha ha," just do his little laugh.
Honestly, he has a perfect personality for New York because he won't let the spotlight of New York get to his head.
He's just gonna play basketball.
Yeah.
Wherever he goes, he just plays ball.
Just gonna
That'll
look
be
at
insane.
people.
And that's what New York needs right now. They just need someone to go in there and just play some fucking ball.
Hey, we got some ballers. Julius Randle, MVP.
Yeah,
That's my
him
MVP.
and Julius Randle would be disgusting.
With RJ. Oh my god.
And you still
Bro,
got
that'd be a
Obi
big-ass
who's going to
lineup.
develop.
That'd be
Emmanuel
a
Quickly
big-ass
who's coming
lineup.
up. Get rid of Alfred Payton's bitch ass.
Just remember where you heard it first. That's all.
Nothing but facts. Because we be spitting. Nothing but facts. We were talking about Luka though, but let's keep talking about players that couldn't make the second round just yet. But will Trey Young make the second round? Facts or crack?
Man, don't try me.
I really don't think so. I think it's crack. I'm happy he made it to the playoffs, honestly, because I remember the beginning of the year when they were under 500 again.
Bad thing to
people were
say. So
like,
shout out to firing the
I
coach.
think RJ's gonna keep him shut down.
Because firing the coach, they've gone crazy.
that's-
Next year they could be solid too. If they make a nice draft, maybe make a couple moves.
Bro,
in
their
free
player,
agency.
they finished as the 5th seed, and all that. DeAndre Hunter missed a numerous amount of games. Cam Reddish has been out.
Yeah. John Collins has been solid the whole
Bogdanovich
season.
fractured his fucking kneecap at a point, bro. It was
if
everything.
I'm not mistaken, wasn't Capella out for some time as well?
Capella was out a lot at
their
the
number
of
one
the
draft pick has not played at all this year.
Yeah, he played a couple games, but he's playing like 6 minutes, just getting a quick cardio and then coming back in.
I'm like, bro,
just keeping the blood flowing, pretty much.
They're just making sure he can still run.
But Knicks tape, bro. Knicks tape till my dick breaks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Knicks tape. We're gonna win 6 games. 6 games.
I
lied. 5 games. I lied. 2 games. After the second game, they're gonna forfeit, and we're just going to the second round. That's what's gonna happen.
Just
24 points and 27% from the 3-point percentage. That's what Trey Young did in the 3 games versus us. It's a wrap. It is a wrap.
I understand.
You got the Hawks? Let's put it, bro. Put Simba on the line. I put Pablo on the line.
I picked the Knicks.
Okay.
But it's
for those who don't know, they are gambling their dogs.
I'm just like, I picked the Knicks, but just don't let that shit get close, because Trey gonna do some shit.
Trey could do some shit, and then we gonna bring in
I don't
Charles
think he's
Oakley,
gonna get
and he's
swept,
gonna do some
but
shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's swept, but I'm trolling. But yeah, like at least 6 games. It's gonna be a competitive series. Nobody on those teams have been in the playoffs, I believe.
That could
maybe
Capella
with the Rockets, but like it's not like he's some crazy ass like 1 or 2 piece.
That could quite possibly be like the most exciting matchup in the first round.
I like it.
Honestly, like, is this like the most even?
It's just so lit that literally the season ends today, and if I'm not mistaken, the play-in starts tomorrow.
Those are games you might want to put the over on. Honestly,
both
the Knicks
of them.
And the Hawks.
I thought one started tomorrow.
Nah, the play-in tournament is the 18th through the 21st,
which is like 2 days from now. Yeah,
I'm so sad. So that's a whole 24 hours without basketball.
You're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be
all right. They have to let
watch some hockey.
Rest.
Playoff hockey's lit. Playoff hockey's lit. Yes.
Shout out to fucking Florida Panthers.
They have played their series yet?
Who?
Panthers.
They started tonight potentially, if I'm not mistaken.
Fire. Who's on their team? You could say their name. I'm not gonna know them, but it's like they're obviously fire.
Just like there's some people who smack a puck around and they smack people into walls too, and they make shit happen. All right, I don't know how to pronounce their names, but
Florida Panthers make it to the conference finals. We out.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
all I know.
Oh no, they go to the conference. No, I can't lie. We should just go to one of these hockey games.
Look, you know how us Floridians do. If it catches fire, we on it. We on it, all right. But
like the Panthers, oh yeah, they go.
We got one more
Stanley Cup. We never been there.
We got one more facts or crack question. It takes us back right here to Miami. Will the Heat make another run to the finals? I'll let Trill start it off. Facts or crack?
That first round matchup is to me. Yeah, that's gonna be the answer to all your questions. If you handle Milwaukee like you did, or anything similar to that
even
last
if you
year,
just beat Milwaukee, then it's like okay, they're still there.
Because it's like, bro, we're a fucking problem. And let's face it, we probably take the Lakers at 7 if Bam and fucking Dragic don't die.
You have to blame Bam because he literally looked at Dwight and he's like, oh yeah, he's pussy. And he
by the way, shout out
Udonis
Haslem.
Oh yeah,
shout out Udonis. That's exactly what he's here for.
That's a Florida Gator too.
They're gonna keep him signed till he's 45 because he'll still split somebody.
They're just gonna make him a coach. He's not even gonna be a coach. He's just there.
He's just there to yell at people and give motivational speeches.
Mm-hmm. He literally told Dwight Howard, he's like, watch your mouth, and poked him in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the preseason article I wrote. I got Brooklyn versus Miami in the conference finals, and I got it's crazy, but it's not gonna be like top seeds type shit. It's gonna be lower seeds. I have the Warriors versus the Lakers. I think in our preseason thing we had the Warriors around like the 4th seed,
yeah,
and LA around like number 1. But now it's gonna be 7 and 8, and someone could check that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the first time in history.
Celtics are the 8th seed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the thing is, these playoffs are gonna be so weird because like I wouldn't be surprised you're all with the 7th seed or 6th seed potentially moving on. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors, Lakers, and the Mavericks go on. That's 6, 7, 8 right there. It's like, bro, what? It's just wild.
This is the best time ever in basketball. Honestly, this is the most competitive it's ever been. I think across the board where you could.
And the fans are back. Like it's gonna be lit.
Because I remember when we used to watch it when we were younger, you would probably think like, oh, 8th seed, they're gonna get swept most likely, and it would be so rare when the 8th seed would do that. Now we're at a time where it's like, no, this 8th seed is actually capable of taking out.
How talented the league is getting.
If I'm not mistaken, the last 8th seed to pull off that upset would be that Golden State team with Baron Davis when they fucked up the Mavs.
No, remember the Grizzlies beat the Spurs when they had Rudy Gay and like Zach Randolph and all of them. That was a little after that.
That had to.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
someone Google that right now.
To me, that's The last time an 8 seed beat a 1 seed in the playoffs. But to me, it's hard just because usually those matchups are so lopsided. You've got the number one team that usually has a MVP or MVP caliber player or the MVP on the team. And then you got some team that barely made it into the playoffs. Now with these play-in games and shit, yeah, apocalypse is coming. Don't be surprised when you got, I'm telling you, the number one and the number two seed from the West sitting at home in the second round.
The Grizzlies beat the Spurs in 2011. Remember when
Yep.
the whole thing with D Rose happened? Philly beat them. That was insane. That was
Philly came back to win that series.
That was
I
a-
forgot.
that
I
was
think
a
it was
great
like 2-1 or something like. But yeah, once he went down, like Iguodala's probably like 29.
Oh
right
yeah,
there, 28.
that
like,
Philly team I remember vividly. It was a young Drew Holiday, Iggy in his
Iggy,
prime.
Spencer
Lou
Hawes,
Williams was
Jason
on that
Richardson might have
team.
been there. Or he might have.
They were nice in
he might have
2K
been
back
around-
then
It's
too.
terrifying in 2K.
That's why I'm.
Yeah,
Bro,
so were
I would,
so was that Grizzlies team, because that Grizzlies
Back
team
then-
was, if you just ran down the lane with Rudy Gay,
Yeah.
he was dunking on anybody.
Back
Zach
then, I was
Randolph.
using Orlando with Dwight and all those shooters, or I was using the team we just spoke about. What was it? What did we just say?
Oh, it'd be
The
like
Grizzlies,
No, the other team.
76ers.
76. Yo, Drew Holiday, Spencer Hawes. I had like a 93 pointer. Like,
Yeah.
yo, they're crazy. Nick Young was on that team. Oh my god.
Well, since we're talking about 8 seeds beating 1 seeds, something that is, I think they did it last year, right? The play-in tournament, but this year it's like the first official time that they're really implementing a
it's expanded
structure.
and whatnot as well.
Yeah, they expanded it as well. So we have the play-in tournament, and there's always questions about it. It's like, how the hell does this thing work? So with that being said, we're going to actually, just go on and do an in-depth look of how the play-in tournament works. So just a moment here. But yeah, trust me, we were all very confused at first seeing it, because you would just think it's like, all right, 7 seed plays the 8 seed, 9 seed plays the 10 seed, and then we got our 2 winners from there. But it isn't that simple. Sometimes it just isn't. So with that being said, we do have a graphic here to show you guys, and it's on the screen now. So if you look on the left or the right, it shows you that the 9th seed plays the 10th seed, and then it goes, the winner of the 9th or the 10th seed will then play, if I'm not mistaken, the loser of the 7th and 8th seed, and the winner of that game will become the 8th seed.
Exactly.
While the 7th and 8th place teams will play, and whoever wins automatically becomes the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, whoever loses out of the 7th and 8th seed does get a second chance. They get a chance to redeem themselves. These are not seried games. They are just, I believe, one and done kind of games. You just got a one shot chance.
NCAA tournament style.
Yep, NCAA tournament style. So the 9th and the 10th seed will play the loser of the 7th and the 8th seed, and the winner of that game becomes the 8th seed, while the winner of 7th and 8th seed wins the spot of the 7th seed. So yeah, in this case now, I will bring up the standings one more time so this way we could go over it. So for the Eastern Conference, you have the Celtics playing the Wizards in the 7th, 8th seed. So the winner of that goes to the 7th seed, while the Pacers and the Hornets will play the loser of that Celtics and Wizards game, and the winner of that game will go to the 8th seed. In the Western Conference, we have the Lakers playing the Warriors, which the winner of that will go to play the Suns, while the Grizzlies and the Spurs will play the loser of that game, which the winner of that game then goes to play the Jazz.
It's gonna, bruh. I mean, I can give you some predictions just based off of that right now, but it's basically everything we covered. You're gonna have the Grizzlies. They're gonna beat the Spurs. They're gonna lose to the loser of that Lakers Warriors game, and then on the other side, I got the Hornets beating the Pacers, and then they'll probably beat Boston as well.
I have Pacers playing. Yeah, the thing is, I'm just not gonna count Tatum out. Like, and especially with the second unit, the third unit, fourth unit, however, Carson Edwards got playing time. All these boys got playing times in Boston. Like, I really like them to get that 8th seed and then the 7th seed. It's gonna be rough.
You can't forget Tatum in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tatum is that
disgusting.
guy. Like, I don't count. He's different. Like, he's different.
They got some monsters in Houston and in Charlotte though. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause let them 3 guards get going, it's a wrap, big dog.
Yeah,
Tatum can't do it. Tatum can't score enough to keep up with them. I'm sorry.
If I'm not mistaken, Miles Bridges just dropped like 30 points the other night too.
Forget Miles Bridges, Devontae Graham, Scary Terry, and LaMelo.
Yeah.
Who is
And you
guarding
still
them?
got Malik Monk and all these boys. Like all this
Oh yeah,
stuff.
PJ Washington.
one game crackhead.
Yeah, is
You
Gordon
already
Hayward
know.
back too? Because it's around the time that he was.
I don't think he's
Yeah, well, he might just be
Even
able to
still,
pop around.
it's
'Cause
I
they
forgot
said,
he's there.
they said 4 weeks for him to come back. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks already.
Probably saving it for the playoffs.
It's a scary thing.
Yep. All right, so we're moving on from the play-in game to NFL. We got the NFL schedule this week. We know that Trill is a Ravens fan, while Chloe is a Packers fan. And if I'm not mistaken, don't the Packers have an interesting game to start it off or something like that?
I don't know because I'm just stressed out. I'm not thinking about football.
I think it's
because
the Packers
Aaron
versus
Rodgers
New
might not-
Orleans.
Aaron Rodgers might not be there, and if he's not there, then
Exactly.
I'm just not watching football.
Yeah, people were saying that the Packers are playing New Orleans in the first week, which means that you would see Jameis Winston potentially versus Jordan Love, so two brand new quarterbacks.
They literally signed Blake Bortles and some other guy that I have no. He looks like he's from a Targaryen from Game of Thrones, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, if Aaron's not there, I'll watch football, but the Packers, like, bro, what's the point? There's no point. You just gotta take the L and just like move on. Because if you're signing all these quarterbacks, like, do you not believe in Jordan Love? Is he not ready yet, or is he just bad? Like, what's happening? But they have like, there's no. I hope Aaron doesn't pull a, I'm not coming, because then I'm just gonna be like, wow, what happens to all? Devontae even said like, I don't know if I want to be there if Aaron's not there. It's like, oh yeah,
If they don't
over.
just give Aaron the bag,
It's not even the bag. He wants, like, I think the GM fired someone else. He's like, bro, I'm like, bro, fire them. Don't let have them arrested. Do something, like, take them away. This is your franchise quarterback. And like, how are you? It makes no sense at all.
They feel sick right now.
How many NFC title games have you been into? Like, he's that special. You're not there because you're there because of other things, but this is the main contributor. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
So let's talk to Trill about his team now. The Ravens are actually in the first Monday night game of the season against the Raiders.
Yeah, out there in Vegas, shit. Finna get lit.
Yep. First game in Vegas in front of their fans, if I'm not mistaken, too.
You know what's the crazy thing? I'm so tempted to take about like 3 Ravens or 4 Ravens for fantasy, because it's like Lamar's Lamar, you know what he could do. And then the weapons now. J.K. Dobbins, top 10 fantasy running back. That's where he's going to finish. I swear he's going to finish. Don't be surprised if he finishes higher than that, because he's that special. And then you got Mark Andrews. We know what he is. But the receiver, Bateman, that you drafted, it's going to take off so much pressure of Andrews that he just might eat even more. And he's finishing top 5 since he came into the league as a tight end. So it's like, thank you for drafting Bateman.
Hollywood's still going to get his
and he's still there.
Hollywood.
And he didn't have a bad year. He's just like, he's our size and our weight. And it's like, you can't do that in the NFL. He was kind
of like their main weapon, too.
Exactly.
Now, Bateman, that's a true number 1. No disrespect to Hollywood.
And we got Tylan Wallace as well.
But I feel like that's how Hollywood thrives, is if Hollywood is able to get that space.
Oh, he's that big play guy.
Yeah.
He's going to take the top off the defense and score and laugh at you.
Because you
can't catch him.
Think about it, he was most successful when he had a number 1 on his other side at Oklahoma, which was CeeDee Lamb. It's that simple. He can't be a number 1 receiver. It's no knock on him. It's just he's 5'9". Tavon Austin couldn't do it. We saw how that shit went.
My Miami Dolphins play the New England Patriots week 1 in New England.
Let's see Tua time now, because you can't bench him and put Fitz in. Fitz over there in Washington.
I don't care. I think we get that W week 1.
That's a scary game.
Yeah.
Because they get their whole defense back that opted out last year. And it's Bill Belichick.
That's okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots win somehow.
And he's coaching against one of his disciples. Yeah, that'd be that shit where he come out there and win 57-0 and shit. I don't know. I don't bet against Bill. That's what I've learned.
Oh my God, I can't wait for NFL parlays.
I will say, I think, though, for the first time in a long time, Bill Belichick has a quarterback he doesn't want on his team. He drafted Mac Jones for a reason.
I don't think it's the first time in a long time, because he's faced this situation before where he had a quarterback he didn't want. He ain't want Brady, but Brady was like, shit, who hold more weight, me or you? Get rid of Jimmy G. And that's how that went. So this ain't nothing new. It's just that Cam Newton's not the asshole that Tom Brady is. And he can't play that card at all.
Which game in week 1 are you most excited for? There's quite a few games.
Run off the schedule for me real quick?
Absolutely.
Or just week 1?
First game that we will be seeing of the season comes on Thursday, September 9th. We'll see the Dallas Cowboys in Tampa against the Buccaneers.
That's gonna be low key fire because Dak is gonna be back, and when Dak is there, the Cowboys are literally a contender just because of him. Like, yo, he's that good.
Yep.
Not only that, it's just like, bro, there's gonna be so much offense in that game. Like, bro, they're crazy.
The fact that Tampa returned, I think, all 22 starters is terrifying.
And Eddie B, that's
It's
fucking
terrifying.
insane.
Over under that both QBs combined throw for more than 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, that probably happens in the first half.
Yeah.
At the rate that
Cowboys
they
got no
go.
defense. Dak's gonna throw it 50 times.
Well, they got Micah Parsons now, which helps, but it still doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
solidify their whole defense.
Nah, because
but-
their corners are Swiss cheese.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah, they still got a lot of holes. We also have the Eagles versus Atlanta in Atlanta. You have the Steelers at Buffalo. I think that'd be a great
I'm
game.
excited about the Atlanta game because I just want to see Kyle Pitts.
Exactly.
One I think people should look out for, too, is the Vikings versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. I think that's going to be a
Kyle
great
Pitts
game.
is the fantasy rankings came off for like all the positions. I think he's top. I think he's number 5 or 6.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's like he's that special.
Man hasn't even played a snap in the NFL yet.
You have the 49ers in Detroit against the Lions. You have the
Fucking blowout.
the Cardinals versus the Titans in Tennessee.
That's gonna be a good game.
Seattle versus the Colts in Indianapolis.
I forgot Kyler got weapons, mad weapons.
You
They
got
took that Baylor boy too,
Bruh, I don't know what the goal is in Arizona
and
right
AJ
now.
Green. Yeah, I don't know. They're five slot. Just no running back.
I'm like, bruh, you gonna have
5 out.
You gonna look like fucking Cowboys last year. All this fucking offense can't stop a nosebleed and shit.
Next, you have the Chargers against the Washington football team.
I need to see that just because Justin Herbert's fire. That whole offensive line is
Chase
crazy.
Young gonna be chasing that man all
Mhm.
game.
We got the Jets against the Carolina Panthers.
I need to
That's a
see that
must
too
watch.
because it's McCaffrey's back.
Yeah, but you also got Sam Darnold.
And not only that,
Sam
we got to see what this number 2 pick's about. Because look at that, you're playing against the guy who took over for you. Oh yeah, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. They have him projected to like 4,000. Like a bunch of hot takes are like 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. Like
He's got the weapons now.
he's not
For
bad.
sure.
You play with the Jets and
For
Adam
sure.
Gase.
And
That's
Joe
what
Brady's
happens.
still in Carolina.
Mhm.
The QB whisperer is what people say. Shout out Everglades.
EHS rise up, Broward County.
We got the Jaguars as Trevor Lawrence makes his debut against
Gotta
the
watch that.
Texans.
Gotta watch
That's
that. The
gonna be
Texans are
insane.
trash. Trevor Lawrence might throw for 500 yards just because. That's how bad the Texans are.
Do we see Deshaun Watson?
I hope I see
I really
John
do,
Watson
but-
in that game, but at this rate, I don't know what
I don't
the fuck is
expect him this
happening.
season, honestly, because it's like now they don't even talk about it.
That's the part that worries me. I'm like, when you stop talking about the shit, that means some other shit is happening. Cause ain't nothing happening. So it's like, yeah, it's some shit happening, bro.
Next, we have the Browns against the Chiefs.
I need to see that because I really think the Browns are no
That's
joke.
about to
They
be an
picked, they
apocalypse.
picked up Clowney as well. That defense is going insane. They got 2 basically starting running backs in their backfield. And the crazy thing is, if only they had, no disrespect to you know who, but like put any other quarterback there, and it's like, yo, that's a Super Bowl winning team right there.
You're going to be sad, though, because it's at the same time as the Dolphins and the Packers games.
What to me? What's the Sunday night game? It's
The
Yeah.
Sunday night game, well, after the Packers and the Dolphins games, first off, still at 4:25, you have the Broncos versus the Giants, but the Sunday night game is the Bears versus the Rams.
to me the NFL fucked up
They
themselves.
really gonna put Justin Fields out there, and Aaron Donald's gonna kill him prime time.
Not only that, I'm just like, bro.
And why is that the game? Like that
like the
Browns
Browns
Chiefs
and
game
Chiefs
should be
should-
the Sunday night game.
Like every game kind of makes you
Even
could
the
even
Green Bay Saints game.
That game, yeah, but it's like no Drew Brees there, and like
honestly,
that's why.
you could flex the Chiefs and the Browns game for the Ravens and Raiders, and that would have made sense to me.
What's Monday night?
The
Monday
Ravens and
nights,
Raiders.
Yeah, the Ravens and the Raiders.
There's only one game. It's no doubleheader.
No,
Yep.
it's just one.
This is the first year
Oh, that's
of
pretty
getting
sad.
back to that.
About to cry.
Exactly. I
What
was
time?
like,
8:00.
yeah.
'Cause what was it back then? It was like soccer.
It was a 7-15 game and a 10-15 game.
that was so man.
That would just let you know the NFL season is
Damn,
here.
you're gonna be sick. Week 1, you're just like, bro, I gotta wait an extra day, a whole nother day.
It is what it is.
Monday night, you like, oh yeah, I'm calling off.
I just get to sit there and watch.
Gotta paint my face purple.
Who do you guys have as some players to look out for going into the season?
Jamar Chase, he goes in Jefferson numbers. I'm just thinking about rookies, honestly.
It's so many different
there's-
players. I mean, rookies.
There's gonna be people that it happens every year. There's gonna be someone that has a crazy ass year.
Honestly, I like Chuba Hubbard from Carolina.
Who'd you
And
say?
Chuba Hubbard.
Okay.
Chuba Hubbard.
I'm like, what do you?
He's
say?
a running back from
thought something was
Oklahoma State,
happening.
but he's
Oh,
the
yeah.
backup behind McCaffrey, and we know those running backs are
I
going to
want
get
to see
touches.
the two running backs. The one that got drafted by New York. I forgot his name, Michael Carter or something like that.
Yep.
And then the boy, who's the North Carolina boy? I think he went to Denver.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah, him. Because it's like he could take Melvin Gordon's spot. There's so many rookies. I want to see the Florida Gator boy, Tooney,
Kadarius Toney.
that went to the Giants.
To me, that's another team where it's like, look, we gonna show you that it's just all on you, Daniel Jones. Now, if you don't do
that
shit,
offense is.
it's loaded.
You got the rookie receiver that could play in the slot, who they say is the best receiver in this draft class after the catch. You got a veteran in Golden Tate, who I believe is still there. You just signed Kenny Galladay. You obviously have that guy in the back that his thigh weighs 150 pounds, and he's probably
They got
a generational
Slayton
talent.
and Shepard, but Golden Tate isn't there anymore.
Okay.
And then they went out.
Shepard just got to stay healthy.
Evan Ingram's at tight end, and then you went out and got Kyle Rudolph. Bro, they
Oh,
have
no,
as
you're
many
forgetting.
weapons.
They got your boy Kelvin Benjamin at tight end.
I saw that shit. I
They
was
said
like,
he
bro,
one biscuit away from becoming a tight end.
he took a
6
year.
months later.
He took a year off to do this shit. That's what pissed me off. I'm like, bro, you could have easily made that transition like in season.
Like, you're already 6'5", 240. Just go get another 15 pounds.
Bro, just start working out for real. That's it.
That's crazy because he's a talent and it's like he just let himself go.
He pissed me off.
How do you let yourself go like that?
He did this shit from high school. Like, legit. He came into FSU as a true freshman. 6'6", overweight. That's why he got redshirted. And then he doesn't play besides the 1 year with Jameis and becomes a first-round pick. Overrated.
Oh, so yeah.
Overrated.
Just a fat boy trying to play football.
Basically.
Can't stay off the Twinkie. Tragic.
Second year players, because I know that's what we're about to jump into next. Deontay Johnson. I think he fucking gets his mind right. It's just that simple. He could have easily been a top 10 receiver.
And he still finished like, yo,
he was
his
getting
stat line wasn't
stupid
bad.
targets. Just stupid
He had like
amounts,
over
bro.
130 targets and his numbers were not bad, and it's the amount of times he would just drop balls.
He would drop balls, just
and
be
I feel like it's going to be a
idiotic
lot
shit.
easier, and it's going to depend on Najee Harris, because if they get the running game going, then they don't have to have those 2-yard passes as run plays, and it takes the pressure off all those receivers. They don't got to be like, damn, it's another pass play. We're going to throw it 60 times a game because James Conner's fried. And they got a Bama boy.
I really hope that Najee Harris is something, because they need something in the backfield. They had no run game.
If they do, they're very terrifying.
If Big Ben go back to not having to just cut his throws in half, cut 60 to 30, they got
I'll
a
for sure
shot.
take Deontay Johnson as like a flex. It's just like I had him last year. There was way too many pains there that I wouldn't take him as a wide receiver.
Just to throw this out there for the NBA playoffs, something that has been just popping up. Klay Thompson is listed as questionable to play.
Yeah. I said that. I tweeted this earlier. Like, if he comes back, they're for sure going to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, people are saying they think he'll be back.
Like, he need to get his feet under him. This and that. It's Klay Thompson. Oh, man, he don't need his feet under him. He just stand somewhere and flick the wrist.
He's already been practicing.
Flick the wrist, good. He's been healthy.
That's the first I've heard of that.
Yeah, they're saying.
Oh yeah, it came up earlier today. I was like,
well,
because I had to look and it was verified. I was like, oh.
People seem pretty confident he might actually be back for that playoff game or the play-in game.
Fuck the playing game. Fuck the playing. Just have him for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
That like
they'll get in.
Bro, you literally just beat the Grizzlies today.
Can you imagine they beat the Lakers in the play-in just to set the tone?
Bro, Klay will be if Klay is back at all, it'll be for the playoffs. People are. I'd bet my life. I'd bet any amount of money. I'd bet anything that he does not play in this playing game on Tuesday.
They're going to get in. They just beat Memphis easily with Steph dropping 45, 9, and 7, I believe. So it's like they'll get as the 8 seed or the 7 seed. You never know. He's a generational talent. They could.
Curry, bro, I'm telling you, he's going with the same game plan tonight.
That's his rival right there, LeBron James. Let's keep it real.
23 pointers and 37 shots.
And it's okay because it's Steph Curry.
He's coming with the same game plan on Tuesday. Just that simple.
Playoffs are here, baby. Playoffs are
And that
here.
covers it up for tonight. Y'all take care. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo, MBF_Trill, MBF_Podcast, at Only Mono, at the Icon Network, at Unwrap Sports. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like MBF_Podcast, and Nothing But Facts all together on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. The Knicks are going to
Send my dog close some RJ Barrett rookie cards with it. We out.
We're going to the playoffs and we're going to win it all.